noises get me every time, dude. Hey everybody, welcome back to the morning in the nether. This is... I remember what we were doing. We were casually talking about stuff, and my tiny people were all around me. I built this long, convoluted path, and I ran out of a pickaxe. Let's go back to the surface, because this is just painful. I might have been doing this off camera too, I'm not even sure. Yeah, there's a giant lake of lava there. I still have the instructions my daughter gave me, but... What even do we have? Oops. What do we have? That's not the right button. That's not the right button. That's right. There we go. Hey, Tabor. E is for inventory. At least we got some armor. See if we can find our way back. We'll go back to the surface, actually do some quality mining. Maybe in the strip mine sense even. Oh, there we go. That's some beauty to behold right there. Jeez. I actually downloaded the entire Minecraft soundtrack. It's quite awesome. I'm actually quite impressed. I think I'm gonna add the entire thing to my reading list. The amount of chill music in there. What was I thinking building these? Oh, that's why. So I don't have to look at them. I remember dying to this. It was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, cat. Come on. He wants to get up, then he looks at me puzzled. Like, you want me to jump up using my own legs? Come on. There you are. Figure in the MC community named Dream finally confessed to cheating in Minecraft speedrunning. Wow. My daughter really looked up to that guy. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. This way? Yes. I think stone we put down. I don't like this at all. Might not have put that down. Don't touch that stuff, right? It's probably the way we go. No. Don't look at him. He's weird. That way, just go up. Okay, you can do that. Yes, yes. This looks right. It probably isn't. It is not. Okay. I mean, speedrunning is an interesting thing in and of itself. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I found it. It was caught when people examined 6 streams of runs and looked at the statistical data of his luck. Huh. Cheating is so easy. But then when you do it, like he confessed to it, right? Like, you don't have to. You can always double down on the lie. It's amazing how authenticity kind of creeps into your life. The need for truth is huge. We made it back. Okay. Okay. Chickens, I love you. Let's see if we can find some... Take our nether stuff back, maybe? We actually just need to take our sticks, because they're sticks. I don't know, man. Freaking eggs. I know our whole inventory is going to be saturated with eggs. My daughter, dude. I love her. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Do we really need the shovel? Like, why not? But it's amazing how people... Why confess to a lie? Wrong way. Fucking chickens everywhere. 1 in 7.5 trillion. Oh, I don't know. I never saw any of the speedruns. I mean, judging by how, so what is it, killing the Ender Dragon, that kind of thing. Something's got to be done about this. Somebody's got to put their foot down. The sound of chicken feet is like deafening. Okay, we could take a diamond pickaxe, I guess, but why not just make a stone one? Go look for some iron? Question mark. We don't even have stone. What's wrong with me? Should I use a precious diamond one? Like, why not? What else we need? Axes. Used a mod to increase drop rates necessary to win the game. Man, that's kind of a bummer. That's too bad. The need for authenticity is just huge, though. Everybody needs it. So I might as well go mine something. I need iron, if anything. Be great. Let's go into our traditional mine. See, I'm into freaking eggs. Traditional, beautiful mine that we made ourselves is now everything's saturated with chickens. How far down do they go? I guess they didn't make it down this far yet. There's a pool of lava down here. I hope they never go down that far. My daughter will be extremely sad. At the same time, we need food, so can you find food down here? Diamond level, huh? Well, it's a shame, especially when people build up like the role model status for others. There's something about role models. Like, isn't it interesting that when you look up to somebody, or when you think of like a concept of goodness, you have your idea in your head is better than the actual figure. Oh my gosh, this strip line's insane. Like, if you think about, okay, police officer, right? The police officer, what a good police officer is supposed to be. Guarantee you, guarantee you, police officer in your mind is a lot more intense than the police officer you will ever find. But you have an idea of what a good police officer is. Or even like somebody, I need torches. What am I doing? In order for this to work, because otherwise we're just going to be in trouble. So I thought I saw some coal down here. Well, there's just some everywhere here. But it's something that, like, it's the concepts, right? One of the things about the biblical stories, like, even if you don't believe in them, they're all archetypes. They're all like extremes, and the stories have survived for so long. And there's something to that, even if you don't believe in them. If you just cast them aside, well, I mean, you're casting aside the bigger ideas of humankind. The whole idea of, like, you know, being some sort of transcendence, some sort of force that's, you know, almost you're unaccountable to. You know, you mean you are, but you're not. The unenforceable, it's what Martin Luther King called it. Obeying the unenforceable, that was the concept. One of the popular Chinese theorists, I guess thought leaders, believe that the only reason America survived straight up was because of churches. They didn't have to go to church, but they did, and it bound them together. It was an extremely voluntary thing. It just blows the communist mind away. Like, how on earth can this be so successful? Makes no sense. Why wouldn't people just want someone else to think for them? You know what I mean? Other way. But you look at that, and you look at, like, the role models. Like, Dream was a role model. Like, even my daughter knew who the guy was. And you think of, like, a speedrun champion. Okay, this guy's either really lucky and skilled, or both. And you want both, right? You want to see the epitome of it. I got lost in my own mind. That's just how it is. There's something about there's two things that happen to role model status, and sometimes to the role model's detriment. Well, as the figure who looks up to them, you're basically giving them a divine status they don't have, and they know this, right? Just like a father figure, father or son, or we might just destroy the the rest of the upstairs, which is kind of a pain. Like a father figure is a little bit more intense than, and as the father, it's my duty to rise up to the challenge. We absolutely did destroy this chair. Oh, careful. That helps a little bit. Some more, that's fine. But you extract the idea of, let's say, a good Minecraft speedrunner, or somebody who's confident with the game. You almost extract that out from them. Wrong way. Because you're giving them a status they don't really have, which is on the excess of divine. Torches. Oh, shift click. Boom. We have torches forever. Probably put some back. Jeez, freaking chickens. We'll never not be impressed by these guys. They're totally incredible. Do we need wood? I think we do. Let's make an axe. So I used all my 6, didn't I? Crap. Other way. My brother's a fan of his and showed me how the big bad speedrun moderators are trying to bring him down out of jealousy, and I saw the statistics. I'm absolutely convinced. Something trillion is a huge number. to your point, I'm like, oh jeez, that's quite nuts. But then you wonder, like, do you want to rise to the challenge of that kind of thing? And then there's immense pressure to meet that challenge that's almost on the threshold of the divine. Because you understand you can't be perfect, but at the same time, if you're not, like, who's going to be? Like, if you don't step up to meet that role, what else are you doing with your life too? Like, what else is there to do, if not to meet that role and to try to, like, hold on to that perfection if at all possible? We got some wood. Let's go. Can't believe there's a tree in this environment that was not razed to the ground by our fists, or I guess our torch. It looks like we're stabbing it with a cigarette. Dream is practically as young as I am, maybe younger, and fame did not influence him kindly. Yeah. Well, then you get from the concept of the divine role, because you can let it destroy you, for sure. You can let the roles of life just kind of get to you, and when the world is telling you, go get that money, that all of your pleasure is all there is to life. And I was thinking about this the other day. Oh, jeez. I was thinking about this the other day when you're thinking of something to live for that is beyond yourself, that is eternal. Everything in your immediate reach, even stuff that you're experiencing now, is all so selfish and shallow. Even just playing games, it's all for you. In order for you to live for something else, it has to be for the next generation. It has to be for something. Every time, this is one of my mantras I came up with, like, I think in my early 30s. Every time you put your identity in something, or you make it consuming, your identity, like, I am this. Like, what do you first introduce yourself as? I am Good Spirit, the guy who pokes trees with cigarettes. Well, I'm still putting myself in here. Like, it's associating my identity with Obama. But with something that's in this material world. Now, even Minecraft's gonna go, hello, this is the only way in. Can you, thank you. Like, if I put my identity, can you shut? Stay out there. Put my identity in anything on this planet that's material, I'm putting my identity in death, in something that's going to fade. And it's one of those things where you have to really kind of break free from when you have to understand that the only thing that's really worth anything is investing in the next generation, because that goes beyond yourself. But there's a lot of things that come with that, right? Because it's not just the next generation. You're going to go, and that's I mean that's pretty significant. They're going to be here and you're going to leave, so you're giving yourself up. I think it's enough sticks. So you're pouring yourself into something that is not identified with this planet. It sort of is, but it's sort of not, because it's the next generation. And humanity is just one generation away from extinction. Not chickens, though. Chickens stay forever. Freaking chickens, dude. Let's make something. A couple axes. A stone axe. Sounds great. Make two. Do we need a shovel? Why can I only make one stone axe? I need more actual stone. Probably a thing. But then what else? What else are you doing with your life? If you live so long and make a conscious choice just to fuel your own everything and just go pursue life on your own, I mean, it only gets you so far. You have to, and you see this in the whole. Let's go get some more wood. I want to stock up so I don't have to do this for a while. You see this concept in the whole story of Mary, and she voluntarily says yes to having Christ basically be born to sacrifice and suffer and die. And this happens with every single child. As a parent, you understand this. You don't want to think about it, but you understand it. Your child is one day going to be just like you. It's going to, grow up, suffer, be ashamed, have all these horrible things, might die really young, but might not, because our culture's a little bit better and hygiene's better and all this other good stuff, so we have better statistics. But you can just abort the kid if you want to as well. That's also an option. A very terrible one. They're going to suffer. They might not have a successful marriage. They might not find meaning in life. They might become addicted. They might be a terrible person. And they will suffer and they will die. You are bringing someone like that into the world. But then the next question is, well, it's either that or what? Or nothing. I mean, that's honestly the question. What else are we doing with ourselves? But then we find this immense meaning when you have a child and the infant, dude, it's an 18+ year commitment, because even after the child's born and off, you're still the example of what it looks like to live beyond that, and you're giving that example to your kids. It's amazing, and you find amazing fulfillment in this, and once you, and it is your child. There's no one else can really have this child except you. It is your child, and it's 100% dependent on you. The thing can't even eat right. Like when our first daughter was born, dude, you're really messing with my jam right now. Excuse me. Get out. No llamas. When our first daughter was born, we had to have a C-section, and it was tough just to get her to nurse. I mean, that was intense. It was like, come on, girl. Like trying to make her, you gotta eat to live. I can't do this for you. You need to do this. And she had her tongue was like attached to the bottom of her mouth. I was like, oh my gosh, dude, it was a nightmare scenario. But you're so, tears didn't even come to reflection on this. Just pop a bunch of this in here. Because it's not something you really think about in the moment, because you need to drive, the process more than anything else. You're like, we need to go. Okay, so I need to mine some stone. Get rid of all these freaking eggs. Dude, something's got to give. I'm going to calculate how much time I actually spend throwing eggs out of my inventory. It's going to be too much. Probably equivalent of as old as my child is in years. So anyway, you have this infant you care for and you hold. No one else can do this but you. This person is 100% reliant on you. you and your wife, and it's meant to be a two-party system, but it's the marriage. It's not two-party. It's the marriage. The marriage is what's important. Excuse me. It's not who's more important or who's stronger. It doesn't matter. It's all about the concept of the marriage. Can I get this? At least have a moment of reprieve with this crap out of my inventory. Oh, I love her so much. Do. Oh no. I think I'm actually spawning chickens down here, right? Like occasionally, excuse me, just spawn chickens. You throw. I mean, that's how it really works in real life. We also need to hunt for food. This could be the chicken cave. Pelting little baby chickens with eggs. Yeah, I might make a no chicken rule from now on. I'm freaking loving my gold MC Hammer pants, dude. They're looking great. But there's a thing to be said about, having kids. And like there's no other point in your life where someone else will be 100% dependent upon you. And it's such a long process to get them to adulthood. I'm like maybe halfway done with one, but I'm like you're never done, because it's the best relationship you can ever have with anybody is having a child. No one else, because there's so many terrible people, and you can see so many, even your friends, you can see their flaws. But babies are, you're starting at ground zero. It's like starting a new Minecraft game. Like, we could make anything happen. I might never even die. Might do this to perfection. Might be a speed run. Well, you don't want to speed run with a kid. That'd be weird. Let's go get some stone. I got most of them out of my inventory. I'm happy with that. Like, be freaking chicken pool party in there, as far as I'm concerned. How on earth did you get here? For the sake of the PC, kill everything? Do I dare? I can't do that, right? Do you know what my daughter would do? She would cry. I don't know if I can do that. That's another thing, yo. Like, every decision you make is also under the impression of, like, hey, how would this look on the rest, specifically with my child? Like, would my child look at me different if I did this? Like, it's amazing how your life just kind of changes, and you're doing things. What is this? You're doing things for the right reasons. Then that should be a legitimate question. Why not explore? I will. So I don't know if I can do that, but I will say, yo, little girl, it's time for the chickens to go, and no more please and thank you. Like I said, I've been here before. I see torches. Oh, hey. Why not add to the party? Another one is born. Yeah, it'd be fairly necessary, I agree. It's too much. It's too much. Too many chickens, little girl. Ooh. Chickens are a problem. Sometimes a good one. I don't even know what her infatuation of chickens are. Apparently we're destroying an entire mountain of granite. I think it's because they gave her a chicken outfit in one Minecraft server, and she got so elated with this that they would give her it, that she's like, you know what, I am now chicken obsessed. And that's okay. Did some coal spawn out of that? That was interesting. Ugh. Dude, I'm liking these diamond pickaxes. If we find more diamond, that'd be great. I also want to kind of explore outside here. Just go off into the wilderness for a little bit. Got some time for that. Anyway, one of the best keys, lessons to give you a paradigm to get outside of a completely selfish life, living for yourself, living for the immediate, putting your identity in things that collapse. There's some iron. Beautiful. It's actually what we were after. Building up our deposits for, not deposits, our potential for the future. There we go. You know what? That's a good point, honey. You fed chickens to Slimes and Slime Rancher. How is this any different than feeding them to my sword? Maybe it's a little different. I don't know. That'd be a tough argument to make. The sword hungers. I don't know how far down here we're going, but... yeah, and girls have a sensitive heart, especially at that age. So like, and then we look at your role, right, as potential, because you look to the future of your children, and you got to think about that stuff too. So my role is to show my daughter what a man looks like, and then my wife's role, my role if I had a son would be to teach him how to be a man, and that's a different thing altogether. My wife's the same way. She shows, if we had a son, how a woman should act. And she should be teaching, and she is. There we go. Teach her how to be a young lady and present herself, and be courteous and all this good stuff that goes along with the specific role, gender role. And yes, the gender roles, it is a thing. Culturally, it might change as time goes on, but they still are different roles. Genders are different. This is a thing. Biology's a thing. I mean, you can argue against that kind of stuff, but it still is what it is. Gravity still is what it is. You can argue that gravity doesn't exist, I suppose, but you're just changing definitions if you are. Same with biology. You're changing the language. But that also goes on par with the Tower of Babel, right? If you look at the Tower of Babel story, at least the simplistic form, you can unpack this for a while, where the country became so big that God confused their language. Well, I mean, look what's going on right now. We talk in terms of different language right now. Like our language, by natural outcome, just the natural way of things, the definitions are changing, and that's making people separate, like extremely. It's crazy how you can see this whole the whole biblical concept just keep re-emerging. One of the common things in the biblical concept, though, is people saying, we have wronged, we have sinned against God, we have done things that are not on par with truth, and then you repent. But if that doesn't happen, like Joe Biden not saying the word of God in the National Day of Prayer for the first time ever, if you don't acknowledge a power higher than yourself, well, that's how you get common understanding. You put truth out there. Jesus is the greatest commandment. Love God with all your heart and soul and strength and mind, and love your neighbor as yourself. So you and your neighbor here, if you don't have this commonality of God, which describes himself as the word and as language, then you're not focusing on anything but each other. And if you're just focusing on each other, well, that's an argument, and nobody wins. That's where fascism comes into play, because you can just visibly repress the other person. I think it's enough stone. Just get out of here. they were same, they would be the same, absolutely. Fundamental mathematics is understanding equality and how things that aren't equal. Yeah. Like, you really got to twist definitions in order to make things equal. You know, men are stronger than women. So what you're saying is, men try to abuse women due to their strength. I'm like, how on earth did you get that statement out of what I just said? You know what I mean? Like, twisting language, twisting definitions. It's like, what the heck, dude? Probably should cover this up in case I want to come back here. There we are. If you see it, mine it. Oh no. Oh, okay. That ain't bad. Let's go up here. Twisting truth. Dissecting things that are not. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Who told you could play out here? Oh my gosh, we're starving. We need to get food, okay. Actually mining in Minecraft. Who knew? Let's get to, yeah, there you are. Oh no. Alright. And it's not lagging my PC so much, but it is lagging OBS, the recording method, so please forgive the chicken madness. Ugh. I'm gonna tell her. Time to clean out Daddy's house of chickens. I cannot play. Makes for a bad viewer experience. For obvious reasons. I think they're obvious. They're obvious to me. Holy crap, dude. Gold, some iron. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh, there we go. Put some wood in here. Gold. There we go. Doop, doop, doop. Doop, doop, doop. Doo, 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 doop, doo, doo. Wow, we got a lot of redstone. Holy hell. I should save the diamond one. Seems a little precious. I'll take a set of 3. Freaking eggs, dude. Do we need anything else? Play some lava. Chickens walk into it. It's what it is. We gotta hunt. All right, let's go. Let's go be hunters. Do I have a boat out here? No. Okay, we gotta make a boat. Eventually. Where's my spire? Look at that tree, dude. Can we climb this thing? What could go wrong, right? We can. Oh my goodness. What have I done? Still jump. Still jump. Scary. Diamond isn't precious if you never use it. You know what? That's a good point. Alright, let's crawl. We might die. But at least there's no lava down here. That's the thing I can say. this tree visible from freaking space, dude. Look at that. That's awesome. But this is what's going to tell us how to get home. Shh, careful. Yeah. It's like, yeah, gently go down. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Here. Easy. Yeah, alright. Easy. It's a good point. Probably should lay down and go to bed. You guys are not welcome. I mean, you could stay out there for a long time if you wish. I want to make a golem too, but we need pumpkin heads. It's freaking sad. Can you imagine how this room must smell? This is ridiculous. Okay. We need food. Cursed is the ground for our sake. We need something to do. Cursed is the ground. If we don't, we eat each other. It's just how it works, baby. Can we get in trouble for hunting chickens? The answer is yes. I asked myself that question. Watermelons. I see him. Torch the crap out of him. Let's go. You're not very fast swimmers. Oh, precious. Flint, that's what we were getting. We do have plenty of food ready. That is a good point. These are waterborne chickens. Man cannot live on watermelon alone. I seek meat. Greater sustenance must be provided. Need a little stagnant mosquito breeding ground. I'm lost already, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Just wait for it to be night. We'll see our glowing tree in the distance. Pumpkins. That's what I'm talking about. I want to make like 7,000 golems. Maybe not that many. So idea for top list, right? This looks familiar. Look how the water kind of dips down. That's interesting. This music kind of reminds me of Adventure Time. Birds. We kill birds so they drop food for us. Kind of like this forest area. I know pandas don't. I mean, who'd eat a panda really, but still, you'd think they'd drop something. Hey, buddy. They don't drop anything either. Probably should have just gone fishing. Oh, babies. Yeah, so the top list I make, I'll probably will use the Minecraft soundtrack. Maybe at least one of the things. I did keep my diamond axe. Jesus, rough. This is where I want my compass back. Oh, we should have made one. What am I doing, really? We need to make a compass. I see pumpkins. I'll try to head back. That's right, I see pumpkins, so we gotta get them. Pumpkin versus pumpkin. Let's go. Yeah. Babies have big heads, and they're adorable. That's like a general rule of all babies everywhere. Is there a baby somewhere that doesn't have a bigger head? Perhaps, but it's like a deformity. You don't use the exception as the rule. We're running into a lot of problems right there in our modern culture. Using exceptions as rules. Fill my tummy. Alright, probably should make a garden as well. Someday. I think we boomerang back this way. This is the way we should be going. Oh my gosh, look at the birds flying around the panda. He's standing up too. What the heck? Plant watermelon plants. I agree. Meat. Notice I didn't identify it as an actual creature. It was just meat. This is meat part 2. I get experience for getting the meat. And now I'm lost in the forest. Food seems to be a thing. I mean, why not stock up, right? I think the last time I had a good stockpile of food, I might have thrown myself into the lava. I mean, what kind of great feats can we do in this game? Besides just actually beating it? I guess that's a feat in itself. This is not something I've been throwing myself into getting a huge proficient skill set, but everybody, you specifically, Tabor, have been doing a great job helping me learn. Because Lord knows I need help in this game. I see meat. Luckily, I can still swim in water with my gold and iron armor. Gold pants, dude. I don't know if I'm ever getting rid of those things. They're freaking fantastic. Okay, that looks familiar. No, it doesn't. The water's not flowing. Follow this. Maybe it'll take us back to our house. I'm so lost, dude. I need a compass. Wait, that looks like stuff. You can do crit attacks? What an interesting area. What is this? This is so weird. Is this near my house? There's lava just pouring out. This is wicked, man. What happened to this area? I'm so lost. See if we can get higher ground and maybe possibly see our way back. You think that way? I see some, like, decapitated trees. Except, I guess it's the opposite, right? Debodied trees. You cut the wood out from underneath them. So like that. That's a crit attack. Cool. Oh, I mean, that's good. I don't know if that's totally significant. And I'll think to use it in a clutch, but why not? Why not give it a shot, right? Literally lost in the woods. We need to find the... If we find the ocean, we'll be fine, because then we just follow the wall. I thought I went this way, but maybe I was wrong. We did walk for a while. Okay, there's some ocelots. I remember seeing those guys. Cursed is the ground for our sake. Even in games. Everybody needs a monster to fight. Dragon to slay. Without that purpose, what happens? You turn into somebody who's constantly seeking purpose. Or you become affluent, and then evil comes and takes over you. It, like, overwhelms you. But that's when self-discipline comes into play, because it's the thing about find the edge of the biome and circle around it in an inward spiral to find home. Oh my gosh. We gotta go. So biome, right? I thought this area went on for infinity. Is it biome? Don't die me. Don't die. Found our cow. Let's make sure that guy's not following us. Alright, well, I mean, we might have to set up camp. I mean, I found meat. That's what I meant. Oh. Dude, what is that? Let's go over there. Alright, you guys can have it. I'm cool with that. I think we found the ocean. I believe this sits on the ocean. I think I remember this. Oh, jungle biome. Got it. For some reason, I was thinking like biodome. What is that over there? Dude. Is that the nether portal that my daughter made me? Well, now I'm curious. I gotta go see what it is. All these flowers, dude. What is this? This has got to be something my daughter was doing. What the heck? No. Is this something you can randomly find? Look at all this stuff. Our inventory is actually full. Jeez. What? Not for long. This is what a speedrunner would use to get to the nether. Oh, this is a natural spawn, so I can legit take this and use it. I guess we're just going to fill up a watermelon. Get rid of those freaking eggs, dude. I'm getting there. First, we must populate the planet with more freaking chickens. think you're doing? Alright, so take all this iron nugget. Say what? You little punk. Jeez. Got an interesting looking bow. At least I don't have to worry about taking the arrows out of me. Gold horse armor. Golden hoe. There's some jokes to be made about that. Boop. Boop. I'm gonna pick them up anyway, alright. So this is neat. That's a natural spawn. I've never seen this. And oh my gosh, I gotta get going too. Do we have anything I could build with? Get some diorite. Get out of here, bone. Need you. Did I bring a door with me? No. Crap. It's a house, right? No, we have nothing. I need dirt. They're good. Finish the portal. Dude. He's got a golden helmet. That's kind of hilarious. Didn't drop it though. Oh well. Trying to build a little house here, but out of dirt. Chickens. I love chickens, dude. I get better every day. So what's the moral of the story? There. I'm completely 100% protected. I'm just going to sit here and huddle in the dark and figure it out. Okay, anyway, I got to get going, get to work, get a shower, and all that good stuff. So once again, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed it, click the like button. Subscribe to see more in the future. Thank you for sticking around with our philosophical talk in the pixelated wood. Hopefully we'll take care of the chicken problem. Oh, what is this, by the way? Unbreaking power and punch. I can punch people with my bow. Anyway, I'll see you next time.